Hello, students. Today, let us study a very different lesson in English, that is, Alchemy of Nature. Now, let us talk about the author Raksha Bharadia. Raksha Bharadia had studied at Loreto College in Kolkata. She lives in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, in India. She is a founder of bonobology.com and also an editor of Chicken Soup for Indian Soul. It is a book of 101 stories. It is a very famous series of chicken soup. It is available in India and in US also. The book, which is on the slide, contains small stories of famous personalities like Sanjeev Kapoor, the chef, Anupam Kher, the actor, Shamak Davar, the choreographer, which makes us feel powerful. Let me tell you one thing of Raksha Bharadia that after marriage she shifted to Ahmedabad. Till 4 to 5 years she was a normal housewife. The turning point came in her life when she attended a workshop and someone asked her what you wanted to do in your life. She answered that she wanted to become a writer. This is her area of interest. And then she became a famous writer. What I want to say you all is, even though she was a housewife, she became a successful and famous writer due to her passion for writing. There might be some or the other passion in you. Discover it, work on it, and enhance it. The passage starts from To See a World on page number 38 and ends on page number 39. Gold ourselves. It is full lesson. The author had taken a stanza from a poem called Auguries of Innocence, written by William Blake. She had tried to give us an idea and set the mood for the message that follows in the lesson. Then she starts the lesson. Now let us understand this stanza of poem. The poet, that is William Blake, gave importance to the small and insignificant details of life. He gave great importance to the small things, minute details in life, which we don't give. We always blame life. Auguries of Innocence is an example. I would say it is a prime example where he says he stress on the need for mankind to appreciate and respect all forms of nature. See, nature has many things which you may like or you may not like. You have to accept nature as it is, totally, with its pleasant things and unpleasant things. For example, in a jungle, there is a glowworm, beetle, sparrow, robin, lamb, which are representative of innocence. And in the same jungle, there is wolf, lion, tiger, which represent experience. Your experience is unpleasant experience or problem. Everything is in nature. You accept it. You cannot say that I want only happiness, a problem free life, no sorrow. Then how will you become strong? Then how will you learn more things in life? How will you move ahead in life without sorrow, problem in your life? You have to respect and accept life completely. Now, the author explains the same stanza from her point of view. It is written in blue box of the textbook page. You can see it on the slide. First line is something as tiny as a grain of sand can spark off an idea or imagination of a huge significance to the world. Here, the author is saying that even a minute, worthless grain of sand can give you an idea, can develop a huge thinking that you can transform the world. Let's proceed to the next line. One can witness and experience the beauty of heaven in something as small as wildflower and derive joy forever. Now the author says, if you see a wildflower with full concentration, with complete focus on it, you will find it so beautiful that you will feel like heaven and will give that joy, happiness, which will remain forever. You can never forget it if you see a flower in the correct perspective, in the right form. Now, let's move on to the next line. Only one should have the eyes and time to see it. Means the only thing is you should have that eye, wo nazar honi chahiye, and time. Here, I would like to give you an example. When we go out for a tour, suppose like Mathiran, we fix a spot and we visit it very fast. We move very fast as if we are on a mission. Like we have to see this spot, then that spot in one day. No, don't do that. Wait for some time. Feel the environment. See the creatures. Feel the nature. See its beauty. This is possible only when you give some time and view things in the right perspective. Let's see the second paragraph. Infinity is endless space, but your small palm can hold the destiny of Earth through your efforts. The author says that universe is endless, but your small palm can possess the fate of Earth. If you work hard, you can transform the Earth with your sheer determination. In the third paragraph, eternity is endless time, but just an hour in your life can make a difference to the world. Here, the author says that time is without end. It is eternal. It will go on and on. But an hour of your life can change the world. That means you have so much potential in you that you can make a difference. Then, when the difficult circumstances come in your life, don't give up. Activate your energy in a positive way. Accept happiness and sorrow in life and move ahead. Now, let's come to the ending line. Great deeds can surpass the limits of time and space. They never die. Means, good deeds can excel the limits of time and space. Good deeds are beyond the restriction of time and space. They don't have any boundaries. People die. Good deeds never die. For example, Mahatma Gandhi is remembered for his deeds and concept of non-violence. He changed the world through his efforts. He is no more, but his deeds are always with us. Let us start the lesson. We feel by our natural instinct that is instinctively to go outdoor and do some activity whenever we are bored, upset with something. Because nature has power to soothe us, pacify, nourish, relax us, and enrich, enhance our well-being, welfare. Nature fulfills, satisfies, inspires, motivates, whispers, commands, orders us. And then it asks us, are you listening? And when the author does it, it leaves her in full amazement. Oh, as the hibiscus plant in the author's garden has a flower which blooms in every 2 weeks. It is big, bright, and tender. Full day, the flower will smile and dance with the sun and wind, but in the evening it starts wilting, drying, dropping. And in the morning after, that is the next morning, it will dry completely, and by the evening it falls and dies. That is, become one with earth, or mitti mein mil jana. The flower comes to life only for a day, but it lives to its fullest. This shows that the flower knows that it will die, which is sorrow, but lives life with happiness and spreads the message of living life to its fullest, irrespective of the duration of one's life. जिंदगी लंबी नहीं, बड़ी होनी चाहिए. An author asks a question to us that what if we too live our life, however short, but to its fullest? Now, the author went to a rocky beach and saw a majestic ocean, and the rock alongside were carved, sculpted, and shaped by water. Now, rock is so hard, but then too, water hit it daily, flows over it for years, and gives the rock the shape it wants. That is, water is very gentle, is able to carve and sculpt the rock by the seashore with its perseverance. Our problems are so colossal, huge, and we are so small. If we too are consistent and persist, we will be able to achieve our goals and overcome our problems. I can support this with very familiar example of your parents that they continue working, they carry on. What may be the situation? They may have various problems like loans, health problems, have to run house, but they persist. They overcome all the issues and achieve their goals. When you see a concrete pavement, footpath, there will be a crack somewhere and a bit of grass comes out of it. This concrete pavement is a problem and the opening crack is opportunity. How much big, huge, tough, hard, or difficult, impossible may be a problem, but there will be an opportunity, an opening to it. If the grass thinks that I can't come out, it will not come out. But the grass tries hard to come out of the opening and it succeeds. Don't treat any problem big. Instead, try to find solution, opportunity to overcome out of it. And we can. No matter how impossible things may appear, there is always an opening, a way. Now, the author gives us an example of tree. A tree they saw was bare tree, a naked tree without leaves in winter. They thought that its chapter was over, but after 3 months, spring came. The tree was green again, as if it came to life, full of leaves, flowers, birds, which means that no matter how difficult things seems today, they won't remain so forever. The author also asks a question again that what if we too had the conviction, a strong belief nothing is permanent. If we had tough time now, it will not remain the same. Remember, this too shall pass. Another example given by author is ant. They saw many ants, that is army of ants lugging, pulling with great difficulty a fly which was 10 times bigger than the ant size. The ants organized themselves and surrounded the fly, lifted the fly on their frail fingers. That is, if you see, the ants' legs are very weak and thin, and they carried the fly to some distance. The author was impressed with their teamwork and perseverance, constant effort. Again, the author is asking a question that what if we too are consistent, steady, organized, focused? Here, I would like to give an example of you people. You are in 10th standard. Now, you must organize yourself that you should study on daily basis. You have to go out for relaxing yourself. Take care of your health. Participate in sports. You have to focus properly, evenly on everything. Then only you can obtain or score good marks in your board exams. Your perseverance, focus, and organization will bring flying colors to you. Now, here the author gives numerous examples who serves as a teacher in nature, like spider web. It's very delicate, but when it spreads over completely, it becomes strong. A rainbow fills the entire sky with color. Oyster is a small worm in the shell where a grain of sand that is problem enters and the oyster turns the grain of sand into pearl, which means to say that the problems in our life makes us strong, enhances us, makes us a beautiful person. This is a transformation in us. There are uncountable stars in the sky that shines. Clouds change their shape in every passing moments, which means time in our life will change. It will never be the same. The tree dances in wind unhindered. This shows that in problems, difficulty, be happy, keep your cool, and think that it has come to teach me something, to make my life exciting, adventurous, or else my life would be boring and dull. Water is without ego means we should not stick to one thing and sit. We should not have an egoistic attitude. As author says that water changes its form according to sun and wind. That is, it evaporates due to heat of sun and due to wind it moves in the direction of the wind. We should be like water, flow freely with life and nature. We will learn new things, see new things, explore ourselves. When caterpillar becomes butterfly, flower turns into fruit. By witnessing this, we see the alchemy of nature. That is magical and mysterious power of nature. Alchemy means an ancient forerunners, that is the ancestors of chemistry who made attempt to convert the base metal into gold. And at last the author says that if we understand what the nature is trying to teach us, we will never be unhappy and weak in our lives. Our life will be transformed in the most positive way and we will internally turn into gold. This evaluation section is based on the above lesson. In this web diagram of question number 1, you have to write what nature does for us. This you will find in the starting of the lesson. So, listen and watch the video lesson attentively. In question number 2, you have to write the opposite words for the given words. For question number 3, you have to be very alert as all the meanings are in audio or you can also find them in your textbook. For question number 4, you have to write the answers in your own words with correct sentence formation. The first question is about the hibiscus, which you can find somewhere in the starting of the lesson with detailed explanation. So watch the video carefully. For question number 2, you listen to the explanation in the video lesson carefully and think logically to answer this question. Question number 3, you think properly and you will get the answer when the author is talking about the trees. For question number 4, you have to summarize the entire lesson in few sentences, so be very alert and careful while writing it. This question number 5 is personal response, where you have to write your point of view. You will find the answer for this question in the very beginning of the lesson. Question number 6 is do as directed. You have to read the instructions carefully and proceed with it. In the first sentence, you have to change the form of the underlined word to verb form. To make verb form of any word, you have to add to in your mind before the word, and you will get the changed word. In this sentence, the underlined word is life. Now add to in your mind, and the changed word is to live. You got the word. Now do the required changes in the sentence without changing its meaning and write. For the second sentence, clear instruction is given to change the tense. For future tense, you have to use shall as the subject is we, and for the continuous tense, add ing to the verb. Now, to do the transformation. In the third sentence, you have to complete the word chain by using verb, and the next word should start with the last letter of the previous word. Now, in this sentence, the word is enhance. The last letter of the word is E. You have to start the next word with the letter E, but it should be verb, and continue the chain like this. For the fourth sentence, you have to ask WH question to the part of the sentence which is not underlined to get the underlined part of a sentence as an answer. So ask the WH question and get the appropriate question and make the changes required in the sentence. In writing skill, you have to write report on Environment Day. Now let us discuss how to write a report. The headline of your report should be in the center, and the person who is writing report, that is by the student reporter or the staff reporter, should be on the right hand side, and the place and date should be on the left hand side. You have to write at least 3 paragraphs on the topic given. Write in past tense and in reported speech, that is indirect speech, and use passive form of expression, that is how you write passive voice. Thank you for listening to me attentively.